Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. Now it could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fits and leave the rest, guys. So we're using 3 different decks of cards today. We're going to start off the reading with the Light Seers Tarot. Then we're going to use the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot to clarify. And then close off the reading with the Romance Angels. So let's get into the read, shall we? Angels of Love and Light, can you please have clear and concise messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? What do they need to know in relation to love for this week, please? And thank you. Just cutting up the deck for you now. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords. So there's someone that's thinking about you very heavily here, okay? They're having a lot of issues with sleeping. They may carry, I'm getting a guilty conscience here, guys, okay? Their kind of thoughts are running a bit rampant right now around their mind. I'm getting a sense of nightmares. I feel like I'm living a nightmare, but then they're experiencing nightmares as well when they go to sleep. This person could suffer with insomnia, and I'm also getting a sense of very vivid dreams here, and I'm getting it really scares them. And I'm getting spare them, so they want to be spared, like as in, you know, they don't want to be experiencing these types of things. I feel potentially someone could be going through a spiritual awakening or the dark night of the soul, and they could be dealing with a lot right now. Like they could be in their house on their own, and then they feel like they're feeling of something or seeing of something. It could be freaking them out and they don't feel safe. There's something going on potentially with this person. This could be your love interest, or this could be someone relating to your love interest. So maybe a karmic partner or a karmic ex here. You know, maybe they did something that they shouldn't have been doing and they're not having a good time of it, and that could be something that's being picked up here. Obviously take what you feel resonates, okay guys? But I feel predominantly this person is wanting to come into your life and they're wanting to reconcile. They're wanting to end any hostilities between the two of you, but this person is having difficulties with contacting you right now, okay? I don't want them to see me like this. I don't want them to kind of feel this energy from me. So I feel like this person knows that you're very intuitive here, and you kind of know that they're not in the best of spaces, but I feel predominantly they may not know and understand how intuitive you are. And so therefore you kind of already know that they're having a difficult time, that they're trying to get over something. But there's something about this person there, they feel like you don't know of everything, but you still know a lot more than you may be giving off to this person, okay? They're going to come forward towards you eventually. They're going to open up and say, look, the reason I kind of withdrawn from our connection in the past is because I had an investment elsewhere, okay? I feel predominantly they may have had something to do with their home, like a family home. But not everything was what it seemed to be in this family home. I feel like something shocking happened here with this tower and the 7 of Swords. There may have been lies that were found out here to do with a foundation, and the supposedly firm foundation came crumbling down, and this person has been trying to kind of look back on the past and study certain things as to knowing and understanding why it didn't necessarily work out, okay? I feel like there has been a lot of I'm getting the word altercation here at play for some reason. So there could be some sort of external forces that are greater, that may be kind of coming into play right now with the connection with you and this person, but also going on around the surroundings of this person too. Now, I feel predominantly this person is fed up of being upset. They are. They're fed up of being upset. They're fed up of feeling like they're getting stops and starts in their life. They want to just try again with you, okay? And try again as in if they have to start from the bottom and rebuild, then I feel like that's what this person is wanting to do, because they feel like they're desperate for a change, okay? I feel like they are learning of a lesson from their past and it hasn't been easy. But I feel predominantly this person is just really struggling with their emotions right now. They're struggling with a lot here. But they don't want you to kind of know how much they're struggling with something. But it's affecting them deeply. So anyway, guys, I do have new love single readings available. If this is something that you are interested in, I'll put a link at the end of the reading. I've got a new playlist for a new series. Now, these new love singles readings could be if you're wanting new, so a new soulmate, or you've met someone recently, and you may think and feel like you have a past life connection potentially with this person, or you know, it could be new love and you may end up meeting your twin flame and you've never met this person before, so it will feel like new love. It will be a new love because you may have never physically met in the 3D, I'm picking up on. Also, new love readings as well, they can resonate if it's someone from the past coming back into your life to reconcile, etc. Sometimes those messages come through. Obviously, I can't control the energy that comes through. I do what I can, but there's only so much that I can do. So with whatever messages come through, they come through. And so it can feel like a brand new love because obviously this person may have potentially changed, or however it resonates, guys. So because I'm reading for a wide audience here, you know, what comes through in those readings, just if they're like your messages, then that's great. If they're not, then just not to take it personally or anything like that. But they're not sign specific either, okay, those readings. But let's get into this anyway. What can we get for Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What can we get, please, for love for this week? Knight of Swords in reverse. Well, we saw that earlier. Nine of Cups in reversal. Knight of Wands in reversal. Wow, okay. Queen of Cups. King of Pentacles. This person wants to show you that they've changed. They may have been very inconsistent, very flighty in the past, very selfish, okay? They may have taken your kindness for weakness. This person overly indulged. They may have not been relationship material in the past, potentially for some of you. This person may have just been wanting to kind of fulfill their own kind of needs and their desires, and felt a physical connection with you, but maybe they didn't know and understand that actually there's probably something more to your connection, and this could have been very disheartening on your end because, you know, you may have been a bit like, well, I can feel like there is something more going on here than meets the eye, and yet you're kind of giving off this impression that you're not feeling it as well, but yet I know that you feel it, but you're not showing of it. And that's what I was picking up on earlier, like you're coming across more as a lot more intuitive here, guys, and this person may have given you credit for in the past, and now they could be knowing and seeing and recognizing of this, and that's what's stressing them out because of what happened beforehand. What else here can we get, please? I feel like there've just been too many people in the mix as well with your connection kind of interfering. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What else is going on for Sagittarius? Five of Cups. Yeah, look at that. This person is really sad. Full of regret. King of Cups in reversal. See, you know and felt that there was a deeper soul connection between the two of you, but they were holding back on their feelings and they were immature. And you kind of spoke to them straight and said what you felt, but yet this person didn't do all the same. And then it may have got you to feel, I'm getting less than. Yeah, you may have ended the connection in the past between you with death and rebirth, Scorpio energy. With the moon in reversal, Pisces energy, you wanted to fight for this connection, but not in the way that it was, okay? This person wanted something more casual beforehand. They may have been dealing with some sort of karmic contract elsewhere. They may have been married. They may have wanted to have some sort of affair with you, you know, have you in a third-party situation to keep off a situation from their past. They didn't want to let go of that. And then to have you there as well. And I feel like you may have found out some sort of information. You were very sad about what happened and you may have run away as quickly as possible, okay? Because you didn't want to be kind of honed in as some sort of busybody or a troublemaker or a home wrecker or something or whatever. I feel like there may have been a lot of, you know, gossip around your connection if you may have stayed in with whatever was going on here, whatever this potential, I'm getting, situationship was. Even though you didn't want to kind of move on from this person because you felt it more on a deeper level, this person wasn't really acting right. They weren't acting right beforehand. And I feel like this was very much out of character for this person. And unless they did change and transform to then kind of come forward and meet you and have of this two-way love and, you know, let go of all the people, places and things that they were dealing with from their past, I feel like you weren't going to get involved. I feel like you set firm boundaries with this person. And if that means that you had to cut this person out for a long time and for them to not be part of your life, or for you to not be part of their life, then I feel like you did that because you needed to prioritize yourself and put all this energy back into you rather than stressing and being upset about what happened beforehand between the two of you. It was just all too much. It was all too much. But I feel now predominantly this person is very insecure, and they're dealing with a lot of anxiety. They're very moody right now. You know, they're not having a bundle of fun in their own life. They have no energy. They could be suffering with some sort of ill health. I'm getting the sense of mental health. They could be really struggling with that too. They're just having a hard time because you've been that someone special kind of in the background, and this person didn't fully acknowledge the connection before, and this was what was so debilitating because I feel like you didn't ask very much from this person. You just wanted them to be able to tell you straight how they felt because you knew that they felt more for you and that they did actually care, but they didn't open up, and I feel like this person regrets not opening up a lot here. I just picked up the deck and just saw the Knight of Cups. So this person does want to come forward towards you and to fix of this situation. They do want to make a move to show you that they actually do have pure intentions, but this is going to be really troublesome because this person is unsure whether you're going to be, you know, open and receptive to hearing them out, to talking to them. If they were to come forward and confess all, this person may not even, you know, have dealt with someone from the past to do with a karmic connection, but they were traveling a lot. They may be heavily influenced to do with their career, their finances, you know, they may have kind of given off the story that they're not interested in love, like they can't, you know, invest in a love connection. So they kind of keep their emotions out of it and have more casual connections, and they travel a lot. But that still doesn't kind of make any sort of excuse this person from the poor treatment that there was from beforehand. and keeping you in the dark. But they're trying to, with the moon upright and the Knight of Cups, they are trying to keep this all secret. They're trying to keep something secret from you in the sense of coming forward to heal of things, because in the 3D, it looks like this person isn't doing of anything, but something is going to be revealed to you soon with that moon in reversal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify the death and rebirth for you guys. So you could have potentially strong, I'm getting water placements, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, specifically Pisces and Scorpio. Bear with me, my throat's just got really dry. So this person is struggling to speak up. They're having a hard time of it. They may have had to go through a breakup, a separation, or a divorce because they've been dealing with a codependent relationship and someone has been clinging onto them. I'm getting they may have found out that they were unfaithful. Someone that they had a child with or children with. They stepped out. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Somebody definitely walked away from a situation. I feel like your person may have walked away at one point from you, came back and gave some sort of half-assed apology. You weren't going to accept that. And so therefore you may have let more time kind of go by because you thought this person may come back with a proper apology beforehand and they didn't. And they regret that. Wow, my throat. And then you walked away and you ended it with them and you left them out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. Well, this person is so struggling to talk to you. They feel like you've got your boundaries up. They know that you have your guard up with them. The Lovers in reverse, the Five of Cups. Look, can't make it up, guys, because they had their pride and ego get in the way. And all they want to do is communicate with you because you're sitting here as this Queen of Cups and manifest this connection. But they're heavily burdened and carry a heavy heart because they didn't treat you fairly beforehand. Because they held back from you. They didn't speak up sooner. They didn't tell you of the truth beforehand. Could be seeing lots of fives. Yeah. What else? Oh wow, card fell on the table. Off the table even. Okay, the Hermit came out, but I wasn't sure which way it came out, so I'm going to put it back in. But we have the Nine of Swords coming out, which was the first card that we saw. Okay. This person's trying to get out of their head, but they needed to go through a spiritual awakening here. They needed to be isolated away from you. They needed to have time to grow up, to mature. I feel like you kind of knew that deep down, intuitively, that this person wasn't quite ready for the depth of the connection that there was between the two of you. As I say that, the Queen of Cups. You know it. And now this person is stressed because they know that they've hurt you. And now they're the wounded warrior because they've been hurt from another situation. And now they're looking at you and you're not even looking at them anymore. What else here, please? Sorry, my throat's just completely gone in this reading. Six of Wands in reversal. Yeah, you didn't have victory and success together. Yeah, you got really angry with this person beforehand. You knew that there was unfinished business between the two of you with the World in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. But you were definitely really angry, really upset. Yeah, and this caused you to close your heart off completely. And it's taken you a long time to get back into this Queen of Cups energy. You may have been questioning of yourself, like, oh, you know, am I mad? Am I seeing of things like in the right way? Am I overreacting? Etc, etc. But that wasn't the case whatsoever. And you were stuck here. You were stuck as to whether you should move on from this person in the past even though you didn't want to. But also this person was stuck because I feel like they didn't necessarily want to move on from you beforehand because of something or someone else, but yet they didn't have it in them to be able to open up to you yet, to tell you why they had walked off in the first place. I feel like they don't really know it and understand it themselves. Look at that, the Page of Swords in reverse. They don't even know themselves as to why they caused the separation between you in the first place, or the heartache or the disappointment, but it was in divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like there were higher forces at play here. Look, with the divine timing, with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Fool, Aries energy, and then we have Taurus, Sagittarius, we have Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio there. So it's like they were confused as to why they did what they did beforehand, but there was a bigger plan here. That you had to go off and have your new beginning, this person had to go and have their new beginning, and then eventually later on you would come back together when there was a better alignment between the two of you and this person had grown up and matured, but also you had done some healing work on yourself and addressed why this all affected you as much as it did. And this person also had to be separate from you to then realise, you know, why they did what they did. Yeah, why did they breadcrumb you in this connection when they know that you didn't deserve of that? Eight of Swords in reverse. This person has been so in their head. They want to open up. They want to kind of stop the silence between the two of you. They want to move this forward. They're ready to fight for this connection, fight for this new beginning. They're fed up of kind of going over things in their head and causing more stress than it's, you know, worth here. I'm getting that saying, putting yourself in an early grave. So this person could have aged quite a lot since your separation because, you know, the amount that they've had to deal with. You know, their life probably hasn't been very easy. They didn't make the best of judgment calls when it came to you and them. They did not show off their loyalty before. I feel like this person was more in their kind of shadow energy rather than in their kind of light energy here. And they needed to know and understand and see of that first before they were able to kind of continue being in a connection with you. Something needed to be addressed first. But your love interest has also experienced a lot of heartache and pain and difficulties to do with one-sided connections elsewhere. And now they're starting to know and understand and see why you were so upset with what happened between the two of you beforehand. Because they've now experienced it, or they are experiencing it right now, and they really wish that they could have done things completely different. But, you know, wishful thinking doesn't really change the outcome. I feel potentially this person is getting more in touch with their spirituality here. You know, maybe you had to also get away from this person because the sense you needed to be tapped in more spiritually. You may have awoken to spirituality from whatever happened with this person. You know, you may have realised that you've got some sort of gifts, or potentially I'm getting like psychic abilities, or you were more interested in the occult, or there was something going on with you, you know, that hadn't been awakened in you yet. And this kind of all was a bit of a catalyst for awakening another part of you that you kind of knew was there, but you didn't fully know that was in there. And now you're kind of embracing of yourself a lot more, and you're a bit more comfortable in your own skin, but this person isn't quite comfortable in their skin as of yet to be able to kind of meet you halfway. I'm picking up on that. But they want to be. But they're repressing a lot of anger right now as well. They're definitely not the best of people to be hanging around at this time. But let's look into the romance angels here and see what we can get for you guys, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What else wants to be said? Please and thank you. You know, you may have thought like you were questioning of your own thoughts and your own opinions and your own views, like yeah, it was difficult. I feel like you've been really channeling like just healing work and working like as in on your career. Like you may have even been a little bit of like a workaholic to try to distract yourself in relation to what's been going on for love. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Well, I feel like you did free yourself, and I feel like you have been focusing on work, even though you felt this person was your soulmate or more here, or you still believe this person is your soulmate, which I feel for some of you this person most likely is, and they still are, but they're needing to free themselves from whatever they're dealing with if they had to come forward towards you and to reconcile, because they now recognize this soulmate connection. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah, you've always had these romantic feelings for this person and they've always had it for you. And look, even though you've been separated for a long time, you still feel them. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. You didn't want to separate yourself from this person because you felt of the feelings, but you knew that you had to because there was a bigger purpose, but you didn't know of the bigger purpose of your connection at the time, and it was scary. But you still had to have like blind faith that things would kind of work out. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. Yeah, you've been getting signs and synchronicities from the universe to give you that validation of like, yes, you do need to free yourself at this time. You do feel of these feelings, but at this point, it's not right for you. It wasn't right. So you had to kind of know that, look, past life relationship, you've known each other before. You knew that there was something more with this connection with this person, but the timing wasn't right. There was something not quite right. You had to love yourself first, and I'm getting flirt. Stay optimistic. So you've had to try to really go with the flow, and this has been incredibly difficult. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Well, we know that. I'm also feeling that your love interest is now freeing themselves from another situation because they feel romantic feelings for you, that they're now starting to know and recognize that they felt for you all along, but they ignored the red flags to do with another connection or a situation and didn't notice the signs and synchronicities about you and this person because they weren't either spiritually awoken to, you know, the connection with you, and they were more in their kind of material world and their physical, focusing on these other things. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Where this person will be coming forward to let you know how they feel for you, because they do feel deeply for you, but they just don't know how to communicate it. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. Yes, they feel it as well. They do. They know you are the one. Look at that. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, and very soon clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now, and trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So very soon you're going to have to make a decision. But this person thought that if they were in a connection elsewhere with a karmic partner or a karmic ex, they may have thought that this person was their one, but they weren't their one. It was a codependent, toxic relationship, most likely, that was, you know, built on a trauma bond or two, okay? And so very soon, if they've already found out about this information, you know, they are leaving of a situation if they haven't already left, because they probably know of it right now. And they're trying to free of themselves from codependency to be able to make themselves available for you, because they now know and recognize that you were the one the whole entire time, but they didn't see that before, because potentially they weren't meant to see that before. And this is all about, you know, kind of in a sense, with some connections, when it comes to, you know, especially twin flame connections, it's not necessarily about the logic aspect of a connection, it's more about the feeling aspect of a connection, you know. But you were in one particular space and this person was in another space, and you didn't have the alignment between you, and that was what was so disheartening. And that's where you had your wires crossed. But I feel like this person is wanting to, you know, make their way to you and to correct certain things in this connection by opening up. But they are struggling right now, because I'm feeling predominantly, if you had pre-warned this person that they were dealing with someone who was either unfaithful, or they were manipulating them or controlling them or doing something they shouldn't have been doing, or that they didn't really love them, or, you know, you tried to, you know, protect this person in some sort of way, then I feel like this person may have even blamed you because you were putting ideas or thoughts in their head, and then they're going to come back to you and be like, well, actually you were right all along, they were unfaithful, they didn't have the best of interest for me, they didn't really care about me, they, you know, were codependent on me, and etc, etc. And I feel like they're going to reveal all, and they'll be very emotional when they do, because you were right all along, and that you didn't deserve to get the treatment that you got in the past from this person. And they're going to have to walk back into your life with their tail between their legs. And that's why they feel so sad right now. And I'm getting the word ashamed and embarrassed. And they're keeping themselves away from you right now because they don't even know how to even come forward and communicate to you. That's why my throat was getting so blocked earlier. See, my voice is absolutely fine now. So at that point in the reading, there was something going on here with this person that they just felt like they couldn't either express to you, or they didn't want a piece of information to come out, or there's someone else that your love interest is dealing with and they didn't want me to kind of say of something to you or reveal of something. So obviously with these messages, you know, it's a general reading. Please take only what you feel resonates and leave the rest, guys. But that's all I'm kind of picking up on at this point in time with what I've got here. But I hope you have enjoyed the reading as much as I've enjoyed reading for you today. If you have enjoyed this reading and you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, there are donation links now available. So thank you so much to those of you who've already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you do not financially donate, a great way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe and comment down below, and I'll eventually get back to you guys on those comments. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please take care of yourselves and we'll speak to you very soon. Bye guys. Thank you.